So did you know that the teen brain has an overabundance of gray matter, which is the neurons that are basically the building blocks of the brain, and it has an underabundance of white matter, which is basically the wiring between to help form strong connections. So what this means is that teen brains are essentially ready to go, but they don't have the experience or the connections to help them be successful. The brain doesn't actually stop developing until your late 20s, which can be a little confusing because some teens may look like adults but aren't acting like an adult, which I think can be really confusing to some people. But the reality is that just because somebody physically looks one way doesn't mean that their brain has caught up. So one way we help to build and strengthen these neural networks in our brain is by repetition. So while teens may get so annoyed and frustrated with adults and parents and caregivers and teachers telling them the same stories over and over again, such as, this is why you shouldn't drink and drive. This is why you need to practice your instrument. This is why you need to study. But by doing those over and over again, we're helping to strengthen the neural networks. So I know sometimes in therapy, I have moments where I'm like, oh my goodness, we've talked about this over and over and over again. But again, that repetition is what's going to help strengthen the network, and it's going to help them build those connections in their brain so they can use those skills on their own independently in the future.